It was about 10 years ago when I took early retirement and I began to look around for worthwhile things to do in my newly gained extra time. And, well, Wildcare was one umbrella organisation that provided volunteer opportunities that catered for our interests, being interested in all things natural. And I think in that time since then we've done a lot of weeding projects all around the state. And then the other area that I volunteer in is at the herbarium in Hobart.
Well, with Wildcare, I started much the same time as Penny. I had been involved as a scout leader and a commissioner in Scouts for 20 odd years, sort of earlier on in life, during working life. But,
and I guess I supported you in that.
Yes,
even though I didn't ever put
as
on
well
a uniform.
Penny was also the soccer coach at primary school and things like that. So so there's those sorts of volunteering that we've done in previous times. But with our involvement with Wildcare, in fact, probably the first thing that happened was there was an opportunity, a vacancy came up with the Parks and Wildlife Service caretaking volunteer stints on Deal Island, and we thought that sounded like a good thing, and we had 3 months living and volunteering on Deal Island. From that involvement we then got interested in the Friends of Deal Island and became involved particularly in the weed program.
In fact, we worked fairly hard at setting up a lot of aspects of that weeding program and applied for funding so we could get working bees out there. We're heading off with another group of 8 to Deal Island to continue the weeding program. But there are the times off, and particularly when we were caretakers, we were 2 people on an island, nice big island, 3 sandy beaches, some challenging hills to climb, interesting flora, interesting fauna.
Oh, lots of places to explore and
yeah.
Lots of history too. I think one of the great things about volunteering in Wildcare as well is the opportunity to get to interesting places. And I guess we were interested in remote, isolated sort of places. And as well as Deal Island, we've had been involved in work on Shootin Island, Maria, Tasman Island. We've been there a few times, but also a lot of other places.
Yeah, a lot of things which happen quite locally, like there've been some working bees. There are somebody organising working bees on the mountain here, also weeding, which seems to be our fate.
Yeah, it's nice both being there but also seeing the difference that you have made. And we're always very interested in looking at the native plants as they recover after you've removed the weeds, and just what sort of difference it does make. We've certainly got at least one person in their 70s. We've previously had people with us in their 80s, yes. Just as fit as they probably were in their 50s, and very able to do that sort of work.
I guess the other magical thing is, now we might have this age range and we might have this range of fitness and so on, but it's what could be achieved by a group of people working together. Always seems much more impressive than something that you can do as a single person or a couple.
It's always great too when we're able to recruit a younger person to come along as part of the team. Sort of helping out and therefore volunteering is an ethic that a lot of people have, and when that's combined with, I guess, some adventure, I mean, I can imagine closer to home in years to come, maybe the Meals on Wheels, something like that, because it's great meeting people and as well as helping people. And I guess at this stage in our volunteering career, if that's it, we are keen to put something back into the natural areas and historic sites around the state that we've come to love, and we've had our time with kids, with the school kids and scouts and so on.
Talking about putting things back into natural areas, we've spent in the past a lot of time in the bush, going to all sorts of interesting places around Tasmania and beyond, and from that point of view it's good. It's a good feeling to put something back into caring for the wild places that we enjoyed, and we just hope that those wild places retain their integrity so the next generation and the next generation can enjoy it too. Some people say that the coming generation isn't showing as much inclination to volunteer, but perhaps they will change as they grow older.
The government doesn't have the resources to fund a lot of those sorts of programs, and it's only through sort of volunteer effort that a lot of the, if you like to say, more mundane type things can get done. But
like crawling up a hillside, pulling up weeds as you go.